Hello stranger, are you thinking of installing a reverse camera on your old car? Well, so am I, and in this video I'll be installing an aftermarket reverse camera on my old Audi A4, and I'm sure the concept applies to most Audis of this generation, so who knows, hang around, you might learn anything or two. But yeah, let's go. I ordered this bootleg reverse camera kit from Amazon, and it comes with a video cable, a power cable, some installation guide, and then the camera itself. It promises to deliver up to 1080p video resolution, and I'll let you know once we've completed this installation if it does that. And of course, I'll link it in the description below. So we installed this aftermarket head unit a couple of weeks back on the channel. If you haven't seen the video, the link is in the description as well, so you can watch that. And I thought as well, you know, what better way to enjoy all the functionalities of this head unit than installing, you know, a reverse camera. Basically, yeah, this camera just replaces your boot lead. I want to take this out first because I want to be sure that this fits in the boot lead handle before I proceed to doing any other thing. So yeah, let's get on with that now, and I'll show you just where the screws are to get this out, and then we can continue with that. This one, you just pull this one out. You know, this, so much rust in there, brother. And then I unscrewed, and then that's out as well. And I'm sure there's like, you know, metal clips here, somewhere here, somewhere here. There should be one just around here. Yeah, yeah. There should be another one here. Yeah, let me just take this out. Yep, here as well. Yeah, yeah. Now there's a screw just underneath here that I think needs to come out as well. Let's go. Ooh, god damn it, man. Oh god, brother. So underneath here now, since we've taken out the boot lining, there's two bolts, this one and then the other one that we need to take out, and this connector, and I'm pretty sure that's it for the boot lid to come off. So that's one and that's two. So I have it out now. I use the plastic trim tool to like just pry it out, but I just wanted to say, chat, just take a look at the rust situation there. That is wild. Like, bro, come on. I think I should sort this rust out a little bit. So I cleaned up the area just a little bit because I didn't like how it was looking, and now we can continue with this. Yeah, so I'm just gonna slide this in, and this is the video cable, this is the power cable, just so you, when you see it at the other side, you don't get confused. That is literally what comes out of here. And of course, this is where the connector goes in. Okay, so camera is now installed and it works. I mean, the lock works, so that one is confirmed. And basically what this camera needs is some power to it and then some feed to it, which is the video inputs. Now that's where this wire is coming. This one, there are two. This one is the power, and then this one is the video. So this routes all the way to the screen in front of the car, and then this one you just need to connect to a power source. So right now what I've done is I got this 5-amp cigarette plug from Halfords, because there is a 12 volts plug here that I can use, and I'm hoping that would work. So my plan is to use this, connect this to this, and then have it connected there. So that's the power source sorted, if that works. And then this, I have to find a way to route this all the way from here to the front of the car, and I think I'm gonna go through this route, because if you look here and you see these wires here just at the back there, oh, not them, this one's here, they lead somewhere here and here, and that means I can bring that video feed from that same spot, have it moving all the way underneath here, and go straight to the glove box. So let's get that started now. So far so good. I've been able to get the wire out, and I used this tool extension to try and like push it through the same spot I showed earlier on, and now I have it coming straight down here. And what I'm going to do now is just tape it alongside this and have it come somewhere around here just to get to this. So yeah, so just as you're seeing, we've rerouted the wire and it's now poking its head through there. This is the other end of it. But before I take off the glove box, because we need to take out this glove box and then connect this inside here somewhere, before I do that, I just want to take this part out and then just try and see if it works, just for confirmation basis, before we finally, you know, take out this whole glove box. But yeah, so I've dismantled everything here again, and trust me, it looks like a whole lot, but I know what is what and what is not what. But basically, yeah, this, it's all labeled anyways, and this is, I think, is what we're looking for. Back video in, and maybe this is the trigger wire, because the last time I tried to install this on my Ford Focus, I had to connect this trigger wire before it could connect. So just before we can test truly if it does work, the trigger wire that connects to the feed, I've also connected that kind of, I've done like a makeshift connection to the power wire, and then connected the power wire down to this 12 volts to see if that would trigger it for it to work. And then right in front here as well, the trigger wire is the same thing. The trigger wire here, there's a label that says back, and I'm guessing that's what, you know, you should connect it to. It does say, I think in some cars it would be, in some aftermarket stereos, to be like a trigger wire or something like that, but from experience doing this on my Ford, because I know that's the trigger wire. So I've connected those two now, and let's just test it and see if that would make it at least let us get a picture. So here goes nothing. Let's see. I mean, it works. Right. It does work, but I feel like we might have another problem now. I don't think I can get this off screen, and I have every reason to believe it's because it's connected to a constant 12 volts. I think whatever we're connecting it to has to only come on when we put it in reverse, because it's not even in reverse. It's not even in reverse, and it's connected already. Like, that's all I can see. So my suspicion is the 12 volts is constantly providing power, and that's just constantly feeding it. So what we need to do now is, we've already confirmed that it works. We know it works. What we need to do now is to change the power source. I think I need to find a way to connect it to something that would only turn on when you put the car into reverse. It's quite tricky to connect it to the reverse light, but yeah, we'll figure that out. But for now, at least, it's good to know that we're getting feed and it does work. So since the 12 volts plug there was giving too much power, I've now decided to try and tap power from the rear cluster, and I need to figure out which one is the reverse light camera, and I think it's this black and white one. That's what I've just have here. If you look here, it's 0 volts, but when you put it in reverse, can you put it in reverse for me? When you put it in reverse, it gives you about 11.7 volts. It's not up to 12, which is ideal for this camera, but still, it's something. So I think that's what we'll be connecting that to. We'll just try and tap wire to this black and white one here, and then, you know, we go from there. So just a little breakdown. This is the wire. This is the reversing light wire, and since I've identified that, this is the trigger wire for the feed, and this is the power cable. So what I need to do now is connect this power cable to this trigger line, sorry, and then connect that to this wire, which is the reversing light wire. So just so you know, and if you're trying to do this yourself, just so you get it, it's this two to this one, and then you can have some feed. So I'll do that now, put all of this back in, and then we can continue the testing in front. Ideally, you should solder this down so it's like snug and tight as possible, but I don't have a soldering iron, and this is the best, or would I say next best way I think I can do it. Let me show you. So that's what it looks like close up. All right, chat, this is the time for tests. Come on. Let's go! Get in. Yeah, so that's good. Let me take it off reverse. Goes off, put it back in reverse. That's good. The whole essence of removing the glove box is to reroute this wire somewhere underneath there so it can just pop out here and just be hidden. So I don't know how best I'm gonna show you this, but it's just use your intuition. Just try as much as possible to hide the wire really behind all the trims. It's quite a number of ways to go about it. To collect it away. Bad guy, got you. I got you, you're this bad guy. So I have the wire now, and it's all here. And I think, me personally, I want to tape this just here. Just keep this here, just so it's like, you know, like tucked away. So quick one before I put everything back in. You can see I've rerouted now wow, English. You can see I've rerouted the wire from the back underneath there, back of the glove box, and brought it out here, and this is said wire. I've connected it back in, and then I've connected the trigger wire as well. Don't forget the trigger wire, very important. I think this is what gives the camera signal that you're, you know, ready to go in. But yeah, now that that is in, all that's just left to do is just put all of this back in and then screw that in. I won't be filming that because I've done it already in a previous video, and if you haven't seen how I installed this, again, link is in the description. Make sure you watch that one. Literally, after I put the screen back in, I started getting some buffering and some blackouts, and the video feed kept cutting out, so I had to go back to the drawing board. If you remember, quite frankly, the trigger wire from the reverse tail light was giving only about 11.7 volts. So instead of using that as the main power feed, I just connected that to a relay. I used the relay point 85 here on the relay, and then connected the relay to a 12 volts here, which is that one which I intended to use earlier on from the beginning of the video. I connected the relay there, and then connected the power source of the camera, which is this one, and the trigger wire, connected that to the relay also, and I used the point 87. I don't know if you can see, quite frankly, there. So basically what this does is it only uses this tail light as a bridge, as a trigger really, so it doesn't get power from this tail light. Instead, once this tail light triggers the head unit to know that it's in reverse, it then takes its power from this 12 volts, which is that one there. So and then to make it more secure, I've added a 2 amp mini blade fuse here, just so if there's any say spikes or current or whatnot, this will get burnt instead of just destroying the whole system. So basically, yeah, it's as simple as that. That triggers the relay. The relay gets power from the 12 volts, and then the 12 volts then sends power back to the camera through these two wires. That's the camera trigger wire and the camera power wire. Gives it down. Then I've also grounded the relay using the relay 86. So that is the pin 86, sorry. So that's the grounding here. As you can see, I've just grounded that there too. So that has solved the issue. Just in case anyone is having such buffering issues, I just decided to share that, and I've not put all of this nicely here, because I just wanted to explain what that is first things first. And what I'm just gonna do is hide it somewhere in there, and then just make all this place look a little bit more tidy. But yeah, so far so good. If you've been enjoying watching this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe. And you don't know, share with your friends and family. You don't know if any other person is experiencing such difficulties, this video could just help them. But yeah, and if you're wondering how I laid it all down, I used tapes and a whole buttload of tapes. Like, yeah, just taped it all around there. I had that, you know, securely tightened there with a tape. I think it's it's called the Scotch whatever, I don't know what that is, but yeah, it's some strong tape, and that's not going anywhere. All of this is all tightened down, and yep, power cable goes here. And yeah, I didn't use the adapter, instead I just used this connector. So yeah, now that we have the relay all in, it's literally, the quality is day and night. It comes up every time. I've not had any issues since I installed the relay, and I think if you're having such issues such as buffering, black screen, or sometimes no signal, I think the relay option is the best way to go. On the pack, it does say, you know, it promises to deliver up to 1080p video resolution, and I can actually say this is quite good. I'm not sure if it's 1080p, but I'm pretty sure it's closer to 1080p than it is to 720. So I'll say that's a plus, and it's cheap, it's easy to install really. Yeah, if you're thinking of installing this, I'll give this a solid go. That brings us to the end of this video, and if you've enjoyed watching, please drop a like, share, comment, and subscribe. That helps the channel out a lot. And links to all the product used will be in the description below, and I'll also be in the comment section if you have any questions. So yeah, or any problems. But anyway, see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.